Alright, so we're gonna play some Super Tux, because I am now on Linux. This is the first stream ever on Linux. I have left Windows behind, and to celebrate, we're gonna play Super Tux. I already... Oh shit, my cooler is like... Let me move it real quick here. There we go. I had already decided years ago that when Connie is done, I'm gonna move to Linux, and now I'm on Linux, and that calls for some Super Tux action. So let's play Tux and see how it'll work. This is the first time I'm streaming on Linux, like I've said 3 times already. So expect some growing pains, but that's fine. Not everything is gonna be like great from the get-go. I expect things to change for the upcoming few streams already. Do you have a level pack, or will you just play normal Tux? I'm gonna play normal Tux because the 0.7.0 update is out. Like proper out, and it contains all the HD graphics, so we're just gonna play Tux and see what we can find and encounter. Sorry for whining, but you didn't post about the stream on Blue Sky. No, that's fine. That's fine. I wanna know if I missed the post on Blue Sky. Thank you for letting me know. Let me do that real quick. It's the first time, so things aren't bound to go that well. There we go. Let me just quickly post on Blue Sky. Blue Sky! That's good. I don't want to alarm you, but you're playing a video game on Linux. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay, my Stream Deck is still a work in progress. It doesn't have sound effects. So I need to, like, I'm gonna add those tomorrow if I remember. I was gonna play the fucking sound, but I forgot. Hey, what's up? This is that new Linux smell in the stream audio you hear. You smell. Yeah, do tell me how things are. At the end of the stream, I'm gonna listen back to the stream and listen how it sounds like. The main things that I'm personally after is that, well, I don't know, as long as it sounds similar. You have to mouth them. Mouth what? Thanks for the sub. So yeah, this is the new Tux. The new adventures of Tux. First things first, I need the screen to be a little bit bigger if I just can. You know what? Let's just go full screen. Why not? We can. There we go. Full screen resolution. There we go. So yeah, Super Tux 0.7.0 is the latest and greatest version with all the new remade graphics. So we're just gonna be nostalgic and play through Super Tux and see how it goes. What distro did you choose? I chose Linux Mint. Everything has been working perfectly so far. Actually, even better than on Windows. It's crazy how good Linux is with that. Somewhere at the shores of Antarctica. Beautiful background. Look at him go. I love this new Chungi Tux sprite. Super Tux. Tux. The penguin was going to meet his friend Penny for a picnic. Oh, Penny's so cute. Look at that Chungi sprite. There's a Chungu. This fuck-ass intro. Where Tux starts fucking beatboxing. Tux Deluxe? No, just Super Tux. Oh no. Tux woke up dizzy to find that Penny was missing. Tux was starting to become worried. He then saw a letter and it read, Tux, I have kidnapped your beloved Penny. The path to my fortress is littered with my minions. Oh, excuse me. You don't have a chance of saving her, signed Nolok. Realizing the trouble Penny could be in, Tux became determined to save her. Then Tux saw Nolok's castle in the distance and set off to rescue Penny. Oh, new world map music! Yo, there's a fucking secret in the top left! For a really long time, gaming on Linux meant like just this and ports of id Software games. I would say it's all thanks to Steam for opening up the floodgates for proper gaming on Linux, because everything just works thanks to Steam's Proton. Alright, let's go! What? Where's my chip disco? What is this music? Brother. Well, we're gonna change the controls first. I forgot to do that before. Set up keyboard, up, down, left, right, jump. There we go. There we go. Item pocket. Yeah, left shift is fine. Gotta love it that there's credits for who made each level. Yeah, it's part of the essence. The egg makes Tux grow larger. Tux can then smash wooden blocks with his head. Oh shit! Oh man, this is so pretty. I'm noticing something weird with my monitor though. Hang on, is there VSync? VSync on. Let's try that. Did that affect the stream? I'm not sure if it affected me. It's smoother on OBS than on my monitor. My monitor, like, refresh rate, it seems to like lag behind or something like that. Oh wait, look at this! These have been changed to ice blocks. They used to be... Oh, I ruined it. Essence, Connie! Yo, welcome, Glack. Thanks for the raid. Is the game's refresh rate the same as your monitor's? Let's see if that can be changed or figured out somehow. Let's try adaptive frame prediction. You pick the refresh rate from the list of video modes. Video modes? Where? Under resolution? This is magnification. I don't see video modes. There's VSync. Oh wait, it's there! At the... Okay, sorry, I was blind. It was like next to the resolution itself. Yeah, my monitor's refresh rate is like 59.94 or something like that. I don't know why. If I changed it to 60 in the system itself, give me a second. Let's hope this doesn't broke the stream. If I change it midway through. Yeah, my refresh rate is 59.94. Let's try setting it to flat 60 and see if that... Keep changes. Let's hope that didn't break the stream. Hello! Rydude himself has joined the Club Penguin. What's your distro burst DE? I don't know what DE means, but I'm running Linux Mint. Okay, that didn't actually change anything, so I'm gonna go back to 59 and just ignore it, I guess. Wait, I have one more thing I wanna try. Where my 0.04 Hz go? I really don't know why it's like that, but it's always been like that. Even on Windows. I don't know if it's a monitor thing either or something else. Interestingly, I have noticed it's similar on Game Maker games. On Game Maker games that run at locked 60 FPS, they look buttery smooth with 59.94 refresh rate, but if I put it to 60, they turn choppy. So I genuinely don't know what the magic behind that is, but it also doesn't bother me. But one more thing I'm gonna try here is turning full screen off, see if that affects anything. Because full screen is sometimes a bit wacky, at least on Windows it used to be. Looks smooth to you? Yeah, that's the funny thing, like, the footage is recorded smooth, of course, but my display can't keep up. Or can? I really don't know. DE is the desktop environment. Linux Mint typically comes with Cinnamon desktop environment. Ah, yes. Desktop environment. Basically on Linux you can select between multiple handlers of taskbars, icons, etc. Yes, I'm using the Linux Mint default, which is Cinnamon. Oh, look at these guys! I love the new animations and sprites. Tux is flat and fat in a good way. Flat and fat. He has a fat fucking ass! Why that guy glowing? Nice fucking clapping sounds. Intense clapping. Yeah, this music is so okay. Music is good, but I'm nostalgic for chip disco. There's no replacing chip disco. Nice, look at how they melt. I love that. This is the second best Mario clone since Kitsune Zero. I'm unaware of that. What is Kitsune Zero? Unless you mean like the Kaizo Cat, whatever it's called. Wayland and stuff doesn't support non-English keyboards. Ah, yeah. But yeah, Linux is fucking great. Things work better than on Windows. Like, shit doesn't lag. Windows are responsive. Things happen when you want them to happen. You have absolute control over everything. It's just such a joy. And I found a lot of alternative software for stuff that doesn't work on Linux. Like the Stream Deck software. The Stream Deck software itself doesn't work on Linux, so I had to find an alternative. But the community has made multiple alternatives. And I'm using Stream Controller currently. But yeah, like I said, it's still a work in progress, and I haven't like implemented my sound effects yet, but that's gonna come. It's a prequel to Kitsune Tales, Mario 3 if it was set in Japan and gay. Oh shit. The only bad thing, but this is a personal preference, is that I can't turn off font anti-aliasing system-wide like I could on Windows. Apps like Discord, and I'm noticing OBS chat display right now, don't respect it, and they still have text with anti-aliasing, and reading text with anti-aliasing hurts my eyes. Like, feels like I'm squinting. Like it looks blurry. I want my fonts to be pixel perfect. But sadly, you can't do that on Discord on Linux. I need to look at OBS later if there's an option for that, though. But I can live with it. There has to be a command for that. No. Trust me, I've tried. I tried everything. Even like years before I first tried Linux, it just didn't work. I even asked on the forums, and people who know more than me told me that it's impossible because Discord is built on... What the fuck was it? Was it Chromium or something? I don't remember. But they like said like it's not possible, and I just trusted it. Fuck, I can't get up. You meant this software have text aliasing that you can't turn off? Yes. Electron, yeah, Electron, not Chromium. I forgot which one. Yeah, you're right, Electron. Hope you play some other Linux games. There are some bangers out there, notably Frogatto, Supertux Kart, and Battle for Westnoth. I haven't heard of Frogatto or Battle for Westnoth. I'll look those up, definitely. And Supertux Kart I've already played in the past. Oh, look at the fish! Yo, this level has been expanded to include swimming. This is awesome. If they wanted to remake the music, then they could have at least stayed somewhat close to the style of the original. I don't think this is a remake. This is a completely new track, which is fine. Do Sonic Roboblast 2 and Ring Racers count as Linux games? Yes. And if not, they're honorary Linux games. When you said remake the music, you meant make new music. Oh, okay. Bring. Let me try swapping back to full screen. Just to see how things work. Actually, let me put it to the second monitor and see how it works there. Just out of curiosity. Hopefully it doesn't prevent the game from being captured. Let me just swap it back. Interesting. Some of you might recall, in the past, I tried, or like I streamed Sonic Generations with a capture card. And if I used my monitor for it like I normally would, you know, like swap the input from DisplayPort to HDMI, it looked kind of choppy and weird. But if I looked at the OBS display, it looked smooth. So this reminds me of that, where OBS display is smooth, but the actual display on my display is kind of choppy. I really don't know what's causing that. I don't know anything about refresh rates and displays and whatnot. Like, I can see the scan lines when the screen gets updated from top to bottom, like juk, 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 juk. Well, okay, not that... I don't have that good vision, but it feels like I can see them. Where sometimes the top is the new frame and the bottom isn't. That's called screen tearing. I didn't have this problem on Koni when I tried on Linux earlier. So maybe it is just the way the software has been implemented. Linux, sorry, I mean in Supertux. Maybe there's something on their change video system that might help. Like a different renderer. That is a very good call. I don't know if I should leave VSync on or off. Let's try... Let's try OpenGL. Oh. Well, we're gonna restart after this stage and see if it looks any different. I have good experiences with OpenGL, maybe that affects this as well. Wah, wah, wah. Frogato is very funny because it's premium on Steam but free on Linux. It's a very polished 2D platformer. Shit, man, I really need to look that up then. Frogato. Alright, let me restart the game real quick. Oh, I wonder where Ryemanni saves the suggestions now. I actually don't know. I think in GameMaker it's set to working directory, and I think it automatically goes to somewhere on home on Linux. I need to find out later. Alright, yeah, let me quickly just, here we go, get SuperTux back up and see if it looks any different. Now where's my SuperTux? There it is. Let's just make sure we're actually on the other thing now. Yeah, we're on OpenGL. Pixel art of Frogato is really good. I don't think that changed it. But it's fine. I need to experiment with some other games. If I experience this on other games that I didn't on Windows, then I'm gonna like look into solutions. But if it's just SuperTux... Ah, coin saw storm rain! Is there like a Mac converter for conies? I don't know. Sorry, I don't offer any support for Apple users. I don't own an Apple, I never used an Apple. I don't like the Apple. So I don't support Apple. Yo! Sliding. Mindustry is another that's premium on Steam but free on Linux. That I have actually... Oh, Tomo wants out. Give me a second. Oh yeah, this is also a funny thing. On the Stream Deck, I set the microphone mute to mute system-wide, like it mutes the device itself, instead of muting the source on OBS. So this also works on Discord and other recording softwares, like so. Blah. Okay. Why did they change the music into something so basic? Yeah. SuperTux had its... Actually... I was gonna say SuperTux had its own unique style to it. But then I'm like, what if it's just nostalgia talking? Like, this is good music, but... Oh my god, the alluring pit. Yo, I just watched the Golden Axe Show trailer, you hate it so much. Yeah, I saw it too. It was kind of stinky. Ah, there's the button. You mean this is just basic Scrimbla Bimbla music? Yeah, it's pretty basic. You really wish Open Arena got a refresh. You want to share it with friends, but it's... As it is, it's just got no sauce. What's Open Arena? The 30th anniversary at the OST? Well, 30th anniversary OST was unbearable. This is still bearable. You're the usual asshole, you prefer this music. Having opinions is not being an asshole. Oh! Big dumpy. Ooh, secret cave. Whoa, look at that. I think that's new. Secret exit. Levels can sometimes house a secret exit. They implemented the Mario World thing, so keep an eye out for suspicious spots on the world map. That's so cool. The secret exit. You're a bit real. You were never... I can't read. You were never very big about the Super Tux platformer. The levels are kinda long and uneventful design-wise. I disagree. It's Quake 3, but it's open source. Ah, I don't like Quake. Sorry, why are we shooting so many shots? Yeah. I remember years ago when I tried streaming Quake and I was just like... I prefer Doom. So is this the secret level? I think this is. I love how they redrew the classic tiles with this new style, like the blocks and wood beams and whatnot. Yo, look at that! Ooh. Red Tux. I do like how the enemies melt. Who would win, Doom or Mood? Or Dude? Can't blame you. Quake's enemy balance and levels and visuals aren't super interesting in the base game. Yeah, I think that was my biggest problem with it. It was just brown. Like the music, the levels, the visuals, everything was just brown. You're being hyperbolic. You just wish they didn't think that every platformer has to have the same kind of music. No, I get ya. I get ya. I'm curious to hear the other tracks. And if those have been changed. Or if they're still using like the older new tracks. Tux can pick up objects by holding the action key. Release the action key while standing still to drop the objects. So this is Connie. Nice. Oh, red block. There are some terrific Quake mods out there. The new Machine Games expansion has been bussin'. Brown music, you listen to it, you shit yourself. Nice, you can throw upwards! Yo, this is awesome. Quake 3 is all about the deathmatching though, and sort of fun. Oh! I believe that. Didn't get to see your initial reaction to the new OST. How was it? Well, this is the only track I've heard so far, and it's kinda lame. I prefer Chippy Disco. I haven't heard the other tracks yet. Even saying lame is like mean, I feel like, because the music isn't bad. It just doesn't compare in my ears to Chippy Disco, I mean. Oh, I should have thrown the... Oh, here we go. Like, I can hum Chippy Disco, I will remember it, because I listened to it so much. Not sure if I could hum this. But I don't just want to keep going on and on about the music. But I wanted to reiterate since someone in chat asked. Up throwing, yeah. Let's give this a proper shot. Super Tux, the first game where you can throw up. I love throwing up. Give the penguin a gun. That would be a fun power-up to implement. You can throw up in Yoshi's Island. Oh yeah, true. Ow. Nice. And here I go humming the music. Yeah, I know, I'm a two-faced bastard. All my opinions are fake. The first that comes to your mind with the music is the Maya, the BGBA games, funnily enough. Those kind of have, I think, like kiddie GBA vibes. Bouncy, bouncy mountainside. I'm gonna come back for those other stages later. There we go. Oh yeah, wall jumping. They just had to implement this. I'm joking. It's fun, it's fine. I remember playing that level pack last year that used wall jumping. Or something. I think I played it. It can be good while also not being as good. Yeah, true. Wall kicks will work. Wait, I wanna try one more thing with the visuals. I'm gonna go to full screen, but keep it like full screen. So you're gonna see the letterbox in up and bottom now, but this gives me a chance to test if there is a visual difference. Next thing you know, there are double jumps. Ew! What is this movement poisoning my traditional slow 2D platformer? This is what the Sonic CD US soundtrack sounded like before it eventually grew on you. That's a good comparison. The US soundtrack has some bangers. The only thing you miss about the older Super Tux is the bleehoo noise when you get a one-up. We love non-committal jumps. Who are committing their jumps? This sounds like Lemmings 3D. Yo, new power-up? Air Flower. The Air Flower lets Tux move much quicker and jump higher. It grants the ability to glide in the air for a few seconds by holding the jump key. Nice. No visuals yet, only Tux just changes color, but in the future probably. Yeah, I can't quite tell if the windowed mode has a difference. So let me swap back to full screen out of curiosity. And let me actually put that V-Sync on. Hopefully it stays on. Yeah, okay, it stayed on now. Wait, now it looks good. Can you guys see the tearing? I don't know if that tearing I'm seeing on my OBS monitor is on my monitor or actually on the feed itself. Oh! No? Alright, that's great. So V-Sync was the option. I don't know, did I not accidentally turn it on previously? You have no idea what the problem has been. The problem has been something that you guys can't even see. It's only on my monitor and how it displays the image to me. But the OBS captures, like, the software itself perfectly fine. Connie before Type 2. Tearing is a monitor thing, yep. So it is on my monitor, not on the feed that I'm... Why am I dying? Okay, lock in, clock in. Here we go. Connie before time 2. What is this? What is this Connie before time 2 thing? Interested to hear if they have work done. I think this update was about remaking the Antarctica though. So I'm pretty sure Forest hasn't been touched yet, but that's the next thing they're gonna work on. Because I remember some of the new Forest tracks being so good. Like I listened to those things willingly. But these new Antarctica tracks, they're alright. Connie game about time travel. In the past, I was like, if I ever make a story with time travel, feel free to kill me, publicly execute me on stream. But after watching Dragon Ball and understanding how time travel would work, I'm not so opposed to the idea anymore. As long as I use the Dragon Ball rules. With slight modifications, of course. My modifications would be that you can actually never return to the same time stream you left from, because every time you land to a new time stream, it splits it into two. And it works like that in Dragon Ball as well, with the exception that you can actually return to the same time stream without splitting it. Was there an egg over here? Lock in, cock in. Block out, cock out. Yeah! She has to go back to the Stone Age to rescue the Grandmom and save her timeline. When it's done well, it's fun, but nearly everyone doesn't do it well. Yeah. Like the whole fucking like going to the past and someone in the future starts disappearing. That's BS. You literally picked the perfect stream for Linux. Long live the penguins. I can't believe I missed that! You're right. Tux, Fux, Mario sucks! And he's so cute at Chungalus now. Okay. Okay. Cock out. 7 cocks in hand. Here we go. You're fine with something along the lines of Crash Bandicoot Warped, where it's a glorified set piece. That's fine too. I just personally never found time periods that exciting of a set piece for stages. That's why Crash 2 is my favorite and not 3. And even if you use like, I don't know, dinosaurs or Jurassic as a world theme, there needs to be something extra to it, you know? Like candy, I don't know. Candy dinosaurs. Not just prehistoric. But that's just me. My epic gamer opinion. How is my volume, like my speaking volume, compared to the game audio, by the way? Because I didn't actually have to lower the game's volume. I have it set to a good amount on OBS. I hope that's enough. So once I implement the sound effects, they might be a bit silent, so then I might have to increase desktop audio and lower the gain separately like I did on Windows, but I'll worry about that tomorrow once I actually add the sound effects to the Stream Deck. Sounds good, sounds good. You think the game is a little bit too loud, but not by much. Well, that is good to know. I'm still gauging all these things. I'll listen to the stream afterwards and decide what I must do. If it's used in a fun way like Crash 3, then whatever, it's just fun. But taking it seriously in any small way, it gets annoying, because why do that if you're just going to poop yourself in front of everyone? Yeah, that's a good point. It depends what you're doing with the concept of time travel. If you're using it for like the story, then it has to be good. Congrats on transitioning, thank you! I have been waiting for this for so long, and I must say, guys, I couldn't be happier. I think I remember this stage, but it looks different now. Are you even able to control the mic on Linux now? Not sure if there is a Linux version of that. If you mean like my Shure microphone, I didn't look into it. Maybe the Shure microphone app would work with Wine. Or maybe someone has made custom drivers for it, but I'm gonna worry about that tomorrow. I need to hear the stream first and decide what I do. Problem with that is that they updated the app, made it like diarrhea, where you gotta log in with like Shure credentials or something. Why does every app want you to log in now? Why can't I just use anything without logging in? At least like the commercial apps. Okay, this track is good. I like this track. The guitar when it kicks in, that's great. Yeah, I remember on Windows I didn't update the Shure app at all because the new one looked worse, and if I remember correctly you also had to log in, but I could be wrong. You listen to the stream on mom's laptop for a bit, and your speaking voice sounds a bit too loud and a bit too sharp there too, but you also have a severe headache, so you don't know if your system can be trusted. That is good. I am like compiling the feedback. Yeah, the difference with my voice setup currently is that I don't have the Shure app, and I don't have the profile that I adjusted on Windows active. So this is like a raw microphone input. Of course, there's also the OBS filters I used on Windows, but I'm gonna see if I can like, yeah, like I said, first things first, I'm gonna listen to the audio back after the stream, and then I'm gonna try if I can like get the Shure app working somehow and see if I can bring back the profile and see if that makes a difference or whatnot. But also, I'm not sure if I'll be bothered yet, because I am planning on getting a proper audio interface soon with Ryemanni. Thank you for buying Connie. And once that happens, things are gonna sound different again, and that's gonna be a whole new adjustment period. You love how you have to log into an app to put your shoes on. Maybe you should consider an audio interface eventually. Well, you stole the thought right off my head. Pretty sure your mic has XLR input, so you can just make the easy change. Yeah. The thing about it, like, the thing is, I could afford a proper audio interface right now, but every time I have to like make a expensive purchase like that, I like hesitate, even though I know it's good in the end, and I will use it daily, and it's good, you know, I still hesitate just pulling the trigger because it's such an expensive purchase. But yeah, audio interface is definitely something that I'm looking into currently. If anyone has any recommendations, feel free to shoot them my way. You're also sensitive to sound. No, it's valid. It's valid. But yeah, I'm gonna evaluate whether I do anything about this now or if I'll just wait for the audio interface. Linux often bypasses client apps and just handles hardware with raw drivers, especially true for printers. And that's what I like about it. I'm actually currently also looking for a new drawing tablet, something with a screen on it. I have my eyes on one, but it's also an expensive purchase, so I'm like, I'm scared! Give your own mic, give you my old mic when you get a new one. The thing is, what's the thing? Now the reason. Pull the trigger money, is it real? You're right. And I'm only able to upgrade my setup like this thanks to like Connie selling so well, so I'm ever so grateful to everyone who has played the game. You really would have loved to recommend you the Wave XLR from Elgato if only it wasn't exclusive for Windows. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want Elgato audio interface. I want an actual audio interface made by a manufacturer who makes audio interfaces, and preferably something that doesn't come with like shitty software. I recognize this track. This is a straight up remake of an existing track. This sounds pretty good. You use Behringer UMC 2 202 HD audio interface. It's like $50 and very good quality. Also confirmed working on Linux. Pep, can you please take the name down for me? It's scrolled away, like the audio interface. Frig off, you can't just say now the reason, because you perfectly understand right away. Thanks for the sub. Now the reason? Because a piece of fucking shit! Why does Tux look different now? You don't remember they have better frames per second in his sprite. This is the latest version of Super Tux, and they remade all the graphics and the sprites of the game. Including Tux, he's like fully animated now, like a 2D animation. I love it. The artist did an amazing job. Okay, now the game is actually kind of loud, like loud. Let me just go in here and like... There we go. He looks more cutesy now. Yeah, he's like Chungi. This is what you were hoping from the music. Yeah, looks like we have some hits and we have some misses. Pros of Linux, League of Legends doesn't work. Neither does Fortnite, so we keep winning! This music track, it sounds like it's not getting silent there. Hang on. This music track doesn't react to music! This is the same bug that I had in Connie for one of the tracks. Wait, that explains so much. Let's put this back to defaults and just use the system for that then. That's really fucking funny. You thought I liked Fortnite? How can I like Fortnite that uses generative AI for their assets, collaborates with fucking Harry Potter, criminals, and other bad people? It is true, I used to like Fortnite, but not anymore. I haven't touched that in like a year. And I never intend to again. Okay, wait. Yeah, audio. Let me find it. How can I like minimize a full screen app on Windows? Oh, Alt-Tab, did that do it? I think that did it. Let me see if I can like... applications. Is it that one? I don't know. Let's lower that. Yeah, SuperTux. There we go. 60%. Oh no, it's way too too silent. Let's just put it to like 80%. I think that's fine. Or 90%. Sounds and music are separate. Yeah, but I put oh. I'm so fucking sorry. I thought sound was music and music was sound. I looked at them wrong. Oh no, I'm so stupid. It does react to the slider. You can't even run Fortnite on Linux. Yeah, because easy anti-cheat doesn't work on Linux because Tim Sweeney is a crybaby. But it's better. I don't play Fortnite anymore. Right moment, yeah, I just saw them like wrong way around. Wait, that means... I guess there we go. Easy anti-cheat does work on Linux if you click the work on Linux check mark. Oh wait, that real? Or am I being jerked off right now? Am I being like sloppy style jerked from behind? But no matter. I'm not gonna play Fortnite anyway. For example, Elden Ring works. Oh shit, okay. So that's good then. That means that VR chat also probably works because VR chat uses easy anti-cheat. There used to be a native Linux build of Fortnite, but not anymore. That's really funny. Generic kernels tend to support secure boot like Mint, but special kernels like Liquorox don't. And you use Liquorox. And I don't use Secure Boot. Even if Linux Mint supports it, I don't use Secure Boot. All of that fucking extra Big Brother security BS can fuck right off. There we go. Don't say no matter, you make me yeah, I make you panic! Fucking heart starts pounding. You recently learned to not cheap out on XLR cables when you're gonna get one. There are a lot of cheap ones and they don't have audio shielding, so they are prone to a lot of static noise. If you can like link me some that you have, or some that you have found like good, feel free to do that, and I'll like, or like some brands you know that are good, because yeah, definitely I want quality cables, not like AliExpress cables. Real talk. You're so mad that Epic cancelled their new Unreal tournament because they wanted to focus on Fortnite instead. Epic sucks ballsacks. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Oh, this is also a remake of an old track, I recognize it. Didn't they make one Unreal game? There was that woman with blue hair. Oh my god, Super Tux is a speed game? What the fuck? You say new, but it was like 2017. Blue hair, you mean Miku? No, 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 it was someone else. A character for Unreal Engine, tournament, I mean. The girl with blue hair came from a thing of his Quake Champions. Ah, yes, now I remember. Yeah, Quake Champions, that was even older. And that actually did come out. Did she have pronouns as well? Everyone has pronouns. The game free with your fucking life. Why music so loud? There we go. But now everything is like silent. Let me increase the volume of the system again. Give me a second. While championing FOSS games, Xonotic is the game to play. What's FOSS and Xonotic? Oh, if you want an arena shooter, I see. You're adding this game to your planned list because you love penguins. Hell yeah. And this game works on Windows too, so don't worry. It's on Steam as well. Yeah, this is a good remake of the old track. Piano tracks are super intense for some reason. Something was up with the volumes. Now I think the game is too silent, but... Oh, FOSS stands for Free Open Source Software. Okay. FOSS in my ass. At the university you worked at, there was an Epic office where they worked on whatever the flip. You were giving some visitors a guided tour and you were asked about it, and you jokingly said, yeah, don't worry, they do all the illegal shit at Maine. You looked at one of the Epic work booths and one guy was looking at you like he got caught. That's so fucking funny. Quickly like hiding the crack they had in the fucking table desk. Ah! Yeah. There's also Floss, which is free/libre open source software. Yeah, I'm flossing my ass. ambience reminds you so much of the game Charlie 2. What the hell is Charlie 2? Oh wait guys, speaking of games, amazing news! There exists this old Finnish game that I've always wanted to stream, but I never could get it working, even on Virtual Console. And it has finally been made working on browser, just like Moonchild was. You can just go to their website and it works. I can finally stream it. And the game is Pekkakana 2. I've always wanted to stream that. So I might save it for the Independence Day. Or stream it sooner, we'll see. The sequel to Charlie 1. This one. Let me have a look. Oh, it's on Steam. Oh wait, I know Charlie! Good old Charlie! I used to play Alex the Alligator, which was a ripoff of Charlie, I think. It's like an old DOS platformer. I love these old stanky MS-DOS platformers, they're so freaky. You think the reason why Unity isn't that good for 2D games, in your opinion, is that Unity has mostly made for 3D? I don't know where this is coming from, but yes, naturally. It's been made for 3D first and foremost. But if you make a 2D game that's 3D, you know? That's why Game Maker, even though it has 3D capabilities, it's made for 2D first and foremost, so it's better used for 2D. I've been using Godot for the past few days, by the way. I've been working on a Boongies prototype. Well, I'm calling it Boongies for the time being, if I can come up with a new, better name or not. But yeah, I've been working on a Boongies prototype, and Godot is just... I come! Godot is so good to use! I adore the node structure and how it's been built. It's actually insane how good it feels to use and how everything connects and falls in place. Oh, I need the bombus here. What did you call the ripoff? Alex the Alligator. Ah! I gotta lure this guy over here, I see. I cannot believe you're playing on Linux Gaming, Linux Real, Linux Tech Tips Computer. Linux. I know, right? It's crazy, I love Linux! You really don't know how much better it is till you try it. Oh, you were just mentioning how you switched from Unity to Game Maker, that's why you mentioned it. Ah, hell yeah! Game Maker is awesome. One thing about the Game Maker, though, is sad that they don't offer, like, proper Linux support. There is a build of the IDE for Linux, for Ubuntu to be specific, but it only supports Ubuntu LTS 24, so it uses a bunch of like old packages. It works, but it's not recommended for daily deving, which is a shame. And also, here's the kicker, because it targets Ubuntu 24 LTS, the app images that you build with it rely on outdated packages, which are not provided by modern Ubuntu or like Linux Mint. So they don't run. You have to add them to Steam as a non-Steam game and force compatibility to Linux runtime 1.0 for them to work. Which is kinda ass. I wish Game Maker would pick up their slack on Linux support, but hey. We're gonna make do with what we got. You're stuck on Mac for now. Ugh, now that is a wholly different hellscape I know nothing about. As far as you know, on Nvidia the difference between Win and Linux is marginal. My new PC doesn't have Nvidia inside. Just... I moved to AMD, I have an AMD graphics card now, and everything is so much better. Like, I used to be a fucking Nvidia supporter till I die when I was on Windows. But after installing Linux and not knowing that Nvidia doesn't offer, like, open source drivers for Nvidia stuff, on Linux. I was like, fuck this shit. And now I'm on AMD. Yeah, Rayman Redemption runs fine on Linux with Proton. Yeah, as sad as it is, the best way for GameMaker is to just make the Windows build and run it with Wine or Proton. This conversion really makes you want to play arena shooters together and do some deathmatching. Arena shooter? I gotta look into that. Didn't know anything about Mac or Linux, you've been using Windows for too long. Of course Ubuntu! God, I hate Ubuntu! What do you got against Ubuntu? I'm a Linux mint and it's sexy. Yeah, welcome to Godot Tribe. You can imagine you feeling the improvement after GameMaker as someone who's used a lot of both. I still love GameMaker. I will use it in the future as well. But Godot just... it just feels so good. Like, it just feels so good. You generally think AMD is better supported on Linux. You keep hearing people who run Linux-based handhelds all have AMD GPUs. But Intel GPUs are coming a long way. Nvidia is behind though. Yeah, absolutely. As far as I know, Linux has like kernel level support for AMD. Didn't even have to install drivers, it just works. Everyone hates the snap packages on Ubuntu, that's the main reason. Now, I am still a Linux noob, so I don't know what snap packages mean. I know that on Linux Mint you use apt, sudo apt install something, or then flathub, but I don't know what snap is. Ooh, okay, new cave music. This is make it or break it. And now it's like silent. Hang on. It's the classic melody, I like this. So far, it was only the chip disco replacement that I didn't like care for. The other tracks are fine or good. You need the AMD drivers for it to work, obviously. Depends on the distro is already bundled with it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm still a Linux noob, so... correct me if I'm wrong. And I will try to avoid making generalized statements when I don't actually know what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. You just linked the Wikipedia article for Snap, but I'm not gonna read it now. GameMaker is a little easier to learn than Godot, and making small 2D games is faster, but that's about it when it comes to advantages. That's fair. Yeah, GameMaker is very good for 2D, and one thing I like about GameMaker is that you can draw anything wherever you want. I'm not sure if you can do that as easily on Godot, but that's one of the main advantages of GameMaker. Like, I always see a lot of people being like, oh, when are they adding like proper HUD or GUI or interface support to GameMaker? I'm just like, bitch, just do it yourself. You can draw anything wherever you want. Now, it's probably possible on Godot as well, but like, actually drawing your HUD in code at least feels better than placing like anchors and resizing elements and yada 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 in the visual editor on Godot. Yeah, GameMaker drawing is goated, but truth be said, I haven't looked into that on Godot much yet. You wonder what happened to the Chip Disco song? It got killed behind the sauna. You love drawing sprites in GameMaker, you can't believe other softwares don't have that. Oh shit! Some say this isn't the only 2D platformer Rye's gonna play this week. Yeah, true. Some believe that our cocks are inflexible. But I disagree. Believe Rye means drawing objects on the game screen, not making sprites. Yes, sorry, I meant like rendering sprites and images on the screen wherever you want, not like actually making art assets. What the fuck was that cock quote? Oh, that's from Half-Life. Also, you do get to draw shit Game Maker style if you make your own engine. With direct low-level API access. Like, you just... I see the coppa, but... genuinely... making my own simple engine someday would be a fun thing to do. Like, I wouldn't even make anything with it, probably, but I just like to understand more about game engines. I think it would be a fun practice project. Nice. Darkest ass cave that ever caved. I'm caving it. Oh shit! Did you make your own animation system for Red Dead Redemption? Not an engine, but... well, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, the fucking animations in Rayman Redemption are horrible. No, here's the kicker, here's the slicker, here's the licker. When you're playing the game, you have no idea what's going on under the hood. Everything just works. The game doesn't take space, it runs smooth, 60 FPS, everything just works. But if you knew how I implemented the animations in Rayman Redemption, and you were a programmer, you would shit your pants. Like, genuinely, you would shit your pants. I implemented them the worst way possible for animations to be implemented. But like I said, it works, so it doesn't really matter. But it's definitely something I wouldn't do again. But hey, you live and learn. You wish you knew the first thing about building an engine from scratch, especially for older platforms. You were there when you were showing some levels on Discord chats. I don't remember what you're talking about. I might have shown something on like a Rayman Discord back in the day. Were they implemented better in Connie? Absolutely. In Connie, I used Game Maker's built-in sequences for animations, which came with their own problems and grievances, but I lived. I survived. But I would never implement the animations like I did it on Redemption. Let me just explain how I did it. Now hold on to your pads, they're gonna be full of shit very soon. The idea is there, but the implementation isn't. So, let's say Rayman's idle animation. Let's say Rayman's idle animation has 10 frames. It doesn't, but for this example, it does. The animation is its own function, called like func Rayman idle. And it contains a single switch case statement that is 10 whatever things long. And inside each switch case bracket, whatever they're called, is a list of draw sprite functions, each containing, you know, the sprite index, the image index, and the position where to draw them, so you actually get the final result. And Rayman has like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 body parts, so that's 7 draw calls. And like, that's not too bad on its own, right? Like, that's fine. It's just 7 draw calls, that's fine, whatever. But 10 times 7, it's 70. So in the code itself, it's fucking 70 lines of draw sprite, with just the coordinates changed. So you can imagine how long some of the functions got. Mr. Scops, how many body parts does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 20. And his animation had 100 frames. 100 times 20, how much is that? How many lines is that per function? And the funny thing is, I remember someone like day one tried to like unpack or reverse engineer Rayman Redemption with the classic Game Maker tools that are available, like Undertale mod tool or whatever. But they couldn't, because the decompiler broke, because the functions were so long! Over 10,000 numbers and lines of draw sprite! The best anti-temperament measure ever. Bad code. But that's the funny thing. The game works perfectly fine. You wouldn't know if I didn't tell you. Now if I were to remake the engine, I would of course have the animations in a separate file, like a JSON or something, where all the coordinates are stored for the sprite bars and whatnot. And then just load those in and loop through the frames. But actually writing them down as code is crazy. Of course I didn't do it manually, by the way. I wrote a separate app where I could animate the sprites, and then I clicked one button and it would like outprint in GML the function. I would just paste it in Game Maker and that's that. That sounds like something you would do for one of your codes, to be honest. All newest Undertale Mode tool versions can't even open Redemption anymore. You need to rely on older version. Oh, interesting. Not sure what happened there with the tool. So you're telling us that you created an Eldritch Cthulhu animation code that cannot be parsed, and if unpacked by the tools becomes a pipe bomb. I guess so. Yeah, Tux can wall jump now on these like specific bits. Game Maker games programmed like dog shit, but it doesn't matter. Undertale, handshaking, Rem Redemption. Yeah, Game Maker is still goated. Oh shit, my head! Even now, I know how I would do it like differently. Like I already know what I would make differently, and it's possible. Obviously, it's not the engine's fault. It's just a bad programmer that I was. Redemption has a lot of spaghetti code, but that happens to all big projects eventually. Connie is far more like better built, but even that has a lot of spaghetti near the end. Actually, not that much now that I think about it. It's at least understandable to me because, okay, here's another crazy thing. I didn't use any state machines in Rayman Redemption. So if you know, you already know, and you're like, oh god. So it's all just different booleans for Rayman's different things. And the if statements are like, if something and something and something and not something and something and not something and not something and something and something and not something. Like, that's crazy. But at least in Connie, I actually use state machines for everything, which makes the code so much more readable. Perfect code is underrated. That is actually true. Like, if you fixate on writing good code, you are never getting anything done. Sometimes you just gotta fucking take the leap and worry about it later. And if it works in the end, just learn from your mistakes and do it better next time. Perfect code is overrated. Not this shit again. So the whole thing is running from one string. Roy, what the fuck? Bro, is Linux? Welcome, I am indeed Linux. Do you think Tux will ever have more levels? Unironically, yes. As far as I understand... Oh. Okay, let me catch up with chat before I start going on another tirade. Done is the enemy of perfect, but also do not resist getting better as you go. Exactly. Just, you learn naturally as you go. But if it's your first time doing something and you fixate on doing it perfect, you're never gonna get it done. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Super Tux. So, Super Tux has existed since like the 90s. And I played it for my whole life. The game is older than me. And it had a, you know, just like one guy or two guys making it. And then more guys. And then the development kind of stalled. And as far as I understand, there's a group of new passionate community members who have like brought Tux back to life. And that's why we got all these major updates, like these new graphics and everything, just in the span of a few years. And like over 10 years there was nothing. It was like nothing was happening. So there's like new people at the helm of the project. So I am genuinely expecting us to actually like see more of Tux in the coming few years. The next island is supposed to be the desert island after the forest, so I'm looking forward to that. Perfect isn't real, that's just having OCD. Tux is a game that literally stopped being made. YouTube video. The game that stopped being made. And it's a black background and it's Super Tux and his eyes have been crossed over with like a red line. Now, I could be wrong, so I don't want to make any general statements here, but I think the original devs of Tux aren't even in like the community anymore. Or at least like not working on the programming or whatnot. Like it's just a whole new generation of people who grew up with Tux like I did. You sometimes wonder even if there's a way to change the Tux sprite in Super Tux to another character. Yes, there is. All the files are just in the game files. It's very easy to change everything. As a kid, I would put Ryemanni into Super Tux. I would just draw my own sprites. Wasn't the ring physics the hardest of it all to implement for the movement system in Redemption? The feel of them changed a lot from the public demo. Yes, maybe. Okay. Difficult? Not so much. Because in Connie, it was very easy to implement the actual physics and how they work for Connie. Granted, those are original physics and I'm not trying to like copy anything. Back in the day for Redemption, it was more just about not knowing how to make it happen. And also trying to match the existing physics of the original game, which I didn't succeed in the end, at least enough. This might sound crazy, but I still considered myself kind of a newbie programmer when I started working on Redemption. And Redemption was like a really good trial by fire for me. And only after Redemption I felt like I actually finally understand what programming is about. And then I put that into use in Scoop Gig and Connie and everything else I've made since. I feel like Redemption is like the milestone. Games before that always felt a bit weird, but games after that I'm very proud of. Oh my god, the dope fish! Replace Tux with other operating system mascots. Super Tux Advance has other GNU mascots and whatnot as playable characters. I know they have the KDE green dinosaur. Oh, that hurts. Put the Krita mascot or the KDE mascot. Yeah, that would be awesome. I love the Krita bunny robot mascot. Why is my throat like... Why am I like... Yeah, it's always hard when trying to recreate some OG source. But you finished Redemption, you were like, oh my god, I get it! How about Larry the Gento Linux cow? I don't remember if he was in Advance, but I also didn't see it all. How about we change Super Tux for a Prini? What does the Krita mascot look like in Freedom Planet characters? Yeah, because the artist is the same. We talked about this a little bit during the Freedom Planet stream, but the artist offered to draw and design a new mascot for every open source software that wanted one. And that was really awesome, and I think they used Krita and they designed the mascot for Krita. Oh, underwater bombs, that's so awesome. Oh my The dope fish is coming. You just had a nap and dreamt you moved to your old city, quit your job and started applying at the fucking military school. I would play the sound effect, but I don't have them set up yet, so let me just... How about Xenia the Fox? I don't know Xenia the Fox. You wonder if they changed the Yeti in this new version. They did. I know what he looks like now. I've seen him. So how are we holding up? Like, everyone able to watch the stream? Quality settings? All that shit? No technical issues so far. That's good to hear. Stream all good. Alright, see you, dude. Thanks for dropping by. Transgender furry fox girl. Based. But what it... Took a painkiller, but your head's still spitting. Okay, yeah. Right, the stream sucks! I can't watch it! Fix it! Just joking. Things seem fine. I don't have the variable stream thing enabled. Whatever the thing is that OBS now offers. Apparently that's supposed to give everyone like quality options or something, but I forgot to enable it, and I guess now I'm just not gonna. I guess a pink and yellow are needed. I forgot to press the button. Your favorite open source mascot is Ongi, the KD dragon. The KD dragons are super cute, I love them all. They are so cute, in fact, that I considered installing KDE, but I'm not sure if that works on Linux Mint, so I just didn't. Maybe in the future I will, though. Seems a little stereotypical. What is... It is possible there's even a KD Wayland package. That's interesting. Maybe I'll look into that one day. Oh! Lesser known brother of Triple the Hippo. You can, it's just that Mint was developed with Cinnamon made XFCE first in mind. Well, that's cool to hear. Maybe one day I will check it out then. Like having a trans fox girl as the mascot for Linux. I mean, 90% of Linux users are trans. No, sorry. I found no problem with that. I think it's awesome. You were hoping someone would get the reference. The fucking Terry the Hippo reference. KDE is also like the best DE if you like fancy features. Still runs better than Windows, but for a Linux DE it's kinda heavy. Ah, I see. Oh! Oh! Another remix track. There's like a different take on the cave track. I wonder if they brought Crush back. Oh, there he is! Never mind! Crush is the bigger crush. If you didn't know Supertux lore. Ah! You just noticed the Discord status isn't saying that you're streaming. Is it broken? Could be. Maybe. Oh! I forgot to link it to Twitch. Because this is a fresh install. I need to remember to do that. Never has? What do you mean? It has worked in the past. I always see it on Discord. It shows I'm streaming. Your status hasn't worked in years. I thought you were on purpose. Every time I've streamed, it has been purple for me on Discord and it has showed what I'm streaming. Can anyone else confirm? Or is this just like... So, is this on my end? Or what the fuck? Discord has been lying to me! Okay, genuinely, I'm not jerking anyone off. Every time I stream, it has been purple and showed what I'm streamed on my end. I had no idea it hasn't worked. For years? That's crazy. You see it. Wait, is it purple for you? It's purple for you. So apparently it's not a software thing. It depends on the person watching or like looking at Discord. It's not purple for you. You have never seen you with a purple streaming profile on Discord. Okay, let me have a look at my own Discord right now and see what it looks like. It's not purple for me now. But it's purple for you. For Stokeape. Let me... What the fuck? Let me see if I have to like link it. Or if that's like tied to my you know. Where is it? Where's the fucking account linking thing on Discord? How do you do that again? Account info, is it here? It's not purple. You don't know what you're supposed to be seeing. The ball is supposed to be purple and it's supposed to show like streaming and what I'm streaming. Streamer mode. I think I'm in the wrong settings. What the fuck? Where is streamer mode? I put streamer mode in the search, but I'm not finding it. Notifications, voice and video appearance system, registered games. Oh wait, streamer mode prevents me from looking at the options. Wait, I don't even have streamer mode on. Everything looks normal. Okay, streamer mode has to be on Discord for purple status to show. I've always had streamer mode on Windows. That's why the names are like ... You know what? You don't want to be used as anchor for this problem. Your computer has been cannibalized so much you don't know why anything works. That's perfectly fine. But rest assured, Discord is not important. It's just crazy to me to learn that it has been purple on my end always, and apparently not for anyone else for years on end. We might get more Steam support for Android. Oh shit, I missed a message. Let me look at that real quick. Have you heard that Valve has funded an x86 to ARM translation layer, and it's basically done? That means both Windows and Linux apps running very performantly on CPUs used on Android and VR headsets and Macs. That's really cool. I assume that's for their new headset, because that's not gonna be PC VR, but like its own thing. People can finally stop egging Rye to make Rayman Redemption Android port. True! You're not even able to find streamer mode on Discord yourself. They buried it under the horrible new settings. Yeah, Discord is like crazy. Is that how people see if someone is streaming on Discord? They look for purple, not the notification that the person is streaming. I guess it depends on the person. I'm in a couple of stream servers, and I have the notifications turned off. I just know when these people usually stream and tune in then. I don't rely on notifications, I rely on my brain! You still haven't made Rayman Redemption for the GPA, so chop chop! You're honestly asking, you're sort of the loop. Yeah, and that, I don't know. That's how I operate. I don't know what other people usually do, if they look at the purple or if they search for notifications. Why are you porting Rayman Redemption to Nokia Symbian? Tabs watch. It's either purple Discord or a blue sky post with live now. You assume the purpose of a separate streaming status is to let people know that person might not be available for calls or chat right now. Yeah. Because there's like, you know, the green, the yellow, the red. That's the funny thing, by the way. A lot of people, okay, most of the people I know don't respect the colors as they were intended to be used. I have plenty of people who are always on red and they are still available. So it's like, what's even the bloody point? But I feel like the purple is special because it was connected to OBS itself. So when you're streaming, it shows you this person is streaming, so. I need to look into this purple thing. This is such a crazy thing to find out about, that I am not purple? I thought I had always been purple! People use Discord for more stuff than just message boards. Yeah, they use it to jerk off. They use it to buy crack. We got the phone. One of your friends didn't want to give you his phone number, instead you call him via Discord. I mean, if you're already... Okay, well, I was gonna say, like, if you're already that good of friends, might as well give them the phone number, but like, I don't know if they're from a different country. If you only know them from the internet, then it might be a bit different. But if it's like someone you know in real life, actually, no, I wouldn't give my friends my phone number either. I take that back. I just realized that in the past, like at uni, we used Discord for all communication. I didn't handle my phone number to anyone, or like hand out rather. You don't understand the red status 24/7 thing. It's the same to just manually disable notifications, avoid the red status. Yeah, I think people who use it just don't know. People will be too lazy to go through the steps to turn off notifications when there is a button that lets them just turn it all off, so it's easier for them. Yeah, that makes sense. Discord options are kind of messy, so I don't blame them. You gave your real-life friend that you've known for 10 plus years your phone number last year. You have to reach that point. Now, back in the day, when we didn't have the messenger apps and Discords and whatnot, of course, then we shared phone numbers and I would like text my friends, but that was different. You remember how Pep refused to give you her email? You meant like when we were kids? Can't even give your own sibling your email? We need brown Discord status so everyone can know you're taking a shit. Now that's my kind of status, because I'm always shitting. Why did that enemy die from that? Do you remember MSN and how you could send a nudge to shape people's chat window? That shit was goated back in the day, but imagine that today it would feel like if you got a virus. Yeah, I never used MSN. The first chat app I ever used was Skype. I know stuff existed before that, like IRC and IRC gallery in Finnish, but I never used those. I was a kid back then, so I didn't. Oh, I also did use Steam. I think I actually... Wait. I really don't remember if I used Skype Or Steam first. Like the Steam, the old chat interface of Steam. I don't remember which came first, but yeah, that's how I mostly contacted my like school friends back in the day. I remember I was in high school when I installed Steam for the first time though, because my friends were like, "There's this game called Team Fortress 2, you should play it with us!" And I was like, okay. Skype used to be good until Microsoft bought it, absolutely. Everything gets bad once it gets touched by the rotten finger of Microsoft. Yo, mid-level, or like mid-world map cutscene? This is new. After an entire day of navigating Icy Island, Tux had now almost reached the supposed castle of Nolok. The lack of sleep during the night may not have been ideal, but he was determined to keep going. Not wanting to waste any more time, Tux continued on, sliding down the hill he was on into the icy valley up ahead. There he is! Unbeknownst to him, a Yeti seemed very keen on his presence. Yeti let out a roar. It's so fucked up that Irk Gallery was a real groundbreaking social media and they failed to capitalize on it. I kinda respect that. Like, it's kinda cool to see something actually great, but it like never becomes big. I don't know how to explain it really well, but there's something cool about that as well. You were in junior high, not high school. Okay. The earliest messaging service for you was either Skype or Twitter DMs. Not without damage though, they had to zoom layoffs, you mean Irk Gallery. But now you can buy, but oh wait. Oh, you're talking about Double Fun already. Oh yeah. Sleeper Game Studio. Psychonauts. Sorry. Of course I'm happy for them, for being fully independent now. I'm just joshing. You know that because you were in high school when I introduced you to Steam. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the fucking Finland education system school names and how they translate to English, because you go from high school to university. And in America there's apparently college in between or something, I don't know. It's different, okay? The terms don't translate 100%. In fact, it might have been late elementary school when you got to Steam even, but anyway. No, I remember it was yläaste. Because I remember the conversation I had with my friends when they introduced me to TF2 and I downloaded Steam for the first time. Boing! Your education in the American school system is cartoons and an extremely goofy movie. Yeah, gotta love that goofy movie. So you can remember all that, but not what you ate last night. Yeah, absolutely. Short-term and long-term memory. Important and unimportant stuff. Ah! You moved from Skype to something called Xfire for a few years. It was the gamer solution and you could see and join other people playing games. Pretty much what Steam chat became. Unfortunately, Xfire never got popular enough and the name sounds a little sketchy, but it was functional while it lasted. You know what I have mad respect for? I have mad respect for people who don't use the popular social medias and messaging apps. and basically exist on a completely different plane because a common clown like myself can't contact them except from through like email or something. And I'm talking about people who still do their daily talking on like some IRC server or something, not Discord or anything like that. I have mad respect for those folk. Like, I know people who still use TeamSpeak and not Discord or anything else. Favorite Disney movie next to Lilo on stage. My favorite Disney My favorite Disney movie is Treasure Planet. You deleted your Instagram and you can't go back because some guy commented saying, I bet you're gonna be back in a few months, and now you can't do that. Never turn back, like Shadow said. Never turn back. I know Blue Sky ain't ideal either, but it's my favorite. I don't have anything else. You used TeamSpeak before for like a shitty Minecraft server you had. I used TeamSpeak to play fucking old-ass Lemmings multiplayer with some mates back in the day. Your ass is using Mastodon Matrix. Mastodon more like perfectly fine alternative that I just never learned to use because none of the people I know or are friends with are there. You learned English on Amino. A mention is warranted, but not much more. Fucking Amino, that shit's not around anymore, is it? Why is every Rayman fan's favorite Disney movie Treasure Planet? Listen! Listen! That shit's granted. Treasure Planet is like the ultimate embodiment of that era of adventure. It's like Jak and Daxter the movie, kinda. It has the same vibes. Also, I got like cum in my eye, so now it hurts. Give me a second. I gotta like get it out. Oh my god. Amino did get shut down. Mario Amino account is lost to time. Team TP is pretty good, but not your favorite. What about Atlantis? That was pretty good. Atlantis is great. I just didn't watch it as much as a kid, but when I grew up and I rewatched Atlantis, yeah, that shit is great. It's the similar adventure vibe. Also, I gotta stretch. Can't bring up Treasure Planet without someone also bringing up Atlantis. They are kindred spirits, they really are. Oh, sip, thank you. Watched Atlantis once as a kid. You think we were too young and dumb to understand it, and you were scared of Kida's magic stasis. You have to use Teams daily at your job. You hate your life when using it, and it's just a giant pile of slop with bugs that never get fixed. TeamSpeak is actually insane. Like, it's crazy how Microsoft has this, like, by the balls grab hold of so many corporations. There are so many better alternatives out there that could be configured for corporal use, but no. Fucking Microsoft Teams. It's so bad. I remember using it at school for something or another, and it's just so horrible. If you're talking about pure nostalgia, your favorite Disney movie was... Oh, went away. Sorry. Not TeamSpeak, Teams. Yes, sorry, I misspoke. I was talking about Microsoft Teams there. I said TeamSpeak by accident. Woo! if we're still talking about Discord alternatives, what are we thinking of Stout, formerly Revolt? I am, like, the funny thing is, I am personally ready to swap to Stout, like, just like that. I would do it in a heartbeat if the people I chat with were there as well. And that's the biggest issue with these new services and adopting them. It makes no sense to change if the people you if the people you talk with aren't there either. So, you know, I'm not blaming anyone, but like, it doesn't make sense to change. I would just be sitting there alone in an empty server. You might enjoy the stage version of Hunchback. Frollo takes starts whipping himself. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. If you recall correctly, Revolt was also heavily vibe coded, unless that was a whole different situation. I haven't heard about that. Could be. I haven't heard. But hey, to even the ground, so is Discord. And in a situation like that, you have to choose the lesser evil. Thunderbird, that's an email client. I use Thunderbird. I use Thunderbird for my contact email. The Ryemanni contact email. It's good. If Stout says Revolt is vibe coded, you're deleting your account. We should confirm first, because this is the first time hearing it. I'm not disregarding it, but definitely look into it first. You don't like the name Stout, why couldn't they keep Revolt? Because there already existed another company named Revolt that was threatening them. Which is understandable. You honestly prefer to talk to people face to face. You've never gotten used to digital communication, and the only halfway point you like are calls. Just thinking out loud, you understand the situation you're in. Yeah, I would love to go camping with my online friends, but they haven't invented teleportation yet. Like, genuinely, I would love to meet the online friends in real life, but it's scary, stressful, and expensive to travel. On a on a personal level, like purely talking about myself now, communicating with other people online is the best, because at least like getting started online is very easy compared to real life, in my opinion. And yeah, calls are great. I haven't really talked about these new levels here. Let me just catch up with chat real quick. Revolt is way too close nudge to Discord, with both words being basically synonyms. Oh yeah, I can understand that too. You use Discord, but the AI moderation is an utter shit show. Yeah, Discord like sucks. In a galaxy far away, aliens have already invented teleportations. I wish they would like teleport one of their spaceships directly inside my asshole, exploding me instantly. You found the same info. Stout has worked to clearly label and remove vibe-coded parts that were added some years ago. Okay, so they are actually against it, which is good to hear. You find traveling nowadays as well is worse than ever. Ever since COVID, there's just chaos on every airport all the time. I love that! It's so true! But just saying it out loud is so funny. Ever since COVID, there's just chaos on every airport all the time. You've been in horrible situations over the last years and you always get fucked when it used to be fine before. It's fucking crazy. You have both Stoat and Fluxer just in case either of them takes off. I haven't heard of Fluxer myself yet. Maybe I'll look into that as well. I have a Stoat. But I don't use it because, you know. But I have it. Oh, I'm dying! You're just as bad at talking in person as you are via text. And you hate calls. Voice calls with friends? Hell yeah. Voice calls with strangers? Kill me. You just take the train to Finland. Bro, imagine. Oh my god, guys, I'm stoning it! Oh! Who are being mildly amused by the GTA 6 drama, but generally not very interested in the game itself. I didn't even know there's drama. I don't care about GTA. The only GTA I care about is one of the old ones with the Hatsune Miku mod. So I'm gonna stream that one of these days, but the new one, I couldn't care less about AAA slop. Yeah, okay, so yeah, earlier, like, I didn't talk much about these levels, but the design philosophy of Super 2 stages has definitely changed over the time. It's no longer Mario, it's more open and big. And I noticed this with some of the earlier levels as well. I'm not saying bad, of course, it's just different. It's like Sonic Roboblast 2, how modern Sonic Roboblast 2 is like way bigger and there's slopes and it's streamlined and whatnot. Part of me will always love that old stank of the old Super Tux versions. But there's nothing wrong with this either. Yo, look at this house, very cute. You haven't spoken to a friend over the phone since like 2008. I should clarify that when I'm talking about calls, I'm specifically talking about Discord voice chats, not like phone calls. Phone calling even with a friend? No thank you. Like phone calling on phone? No phone. I'm specifically talking about Discord voice chats. Because that's somehow different to me. Just making sure. I don't use my phone. You can see the Tux inspiration in Connie. Definitely. I agree. Because it was an inspiration. Oh, yeah. You still phone call some of your friends because some of them refuse to use Discord. That's cool. I'm not in a situation like that because I made all of my friends online. I'm not in touch with any of my past friends from like school. All of my best friends came from online, so I'm not in a situation like that. Whoop. Oh, nice Nolog statues. You have problems, TM, so your opinions about preferable ways of communication should be questioned. Or considered questionable. Ban. You have like 3 people from school you keep in touch with. That's nice. Sometimes it could be nice to still have that, being able to like meet in person or do something. But I don't like any of the people I used to be friends with in school. That sounds crazy to say, but like, oh, of course we were friends, we were actual friends. But as time passed, I realized being friends with people in school was more of a survival mechanism to me than actually being like deep friends, if that makes sense. It took a long time for you to realize that Nolok and Yeti are not the same. Antarctic Outpost. Ooh, music. This is awesome. This is a completely new stage. So yeah, many of these stages are completely new, or at least like remade completely. I'm not sure if this was ever an old stage. You reconnected with exactly one friend from school. Other than that, you have no desire to talk to anyone from before uni ever again. But your uni friends are cool. Hell yeah. My friends at uni were like... They were alright. They were unique personalities, to say the least. Wait, why am I'm doing wrong? Let me do well. Yeah, this music track is great. What is it that being on the internet gives you a bigger likelihood to meet someone within a very similar wavelength? Maybe it's because if you're like in real life at like a, I don't know, store or something, you're more likely to meet just some random fucking Finnish dude than someone. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's because you exist in the communities or fandoms about something. So that's like a springboard because you both like the same thing. And it like opens up more avenues. It's like an easy talking point to start with or something like that. Like how often would you approach some stranger in real life and be like, "Hey, you like Rayman?" That they look at you funny and they're like, "I have no idea what Rayman is." I walk away. It's much easier online when that mutual appreciation of a thing has already been established without even asking. I mean, that's just a theory, a game theory. Because there's more people, yeah, that too. On the internet, you seek places based on your interests. Yeah, exactly. In real life, you just happen to be in the same physical space. You think it was more interesting finding someone who was similar or same interests as you in high school or university, so some of those people at that time have been your friends. Or like scary. I always tout being an introvert and not wanting to talk to strangers. But I actually never had, like, I didn't have trouble talking publicly or voicing my mind at school and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. Is there such a thing as an introvert who hides behind still like being able to talk publicly, if that makes sense? Like instead of not saying anything and being like sitting in the corner, still like not being afraid. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. I just noticed Supertux has like toes. Did you know? People are different. What? No. 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 They all Oh, it's saying we're cut from the same cloth. That means we're clones from the same cloth or something. Okay, I need to actually focus on this level because I don't know where to go. Here we go. Here's the switch. Boom. There we go. It's called a Splinkobert. You're a Splinko-type human. Are you a Splinko or Obnog male? Oh, that guy got stuck on the wall. We're all cut from the same cloth, but it's tikutaki. That's funny. Whoosh. Ah! The introvert as extrovert division is kind of fake anyway. All people have both tendencies in different ways. Yeah, exactly. It's another spectrum. Even though people like labels, it's yet another spectrum. And it's better that way. This level is cool. And music is awesome. I am not an introvert or an extrovert. I am Steve. I wanted to play the fucking Vine Boom sound effect so bad, but I couldn't. I am Steve. Alright. Now I'm scared of the music. Because the Fortress track is an iconic Super Tux music. You know? Okay, let's just go in. Sounds... Oh! Okay, yeah. This is great. They kept the hard piano. Oh! Nothing. Nothing hard. This is great. Okay, this is my favorite one so far. They kept the piano, the classic melody, they added horns and made like an awesome fucking lead part. Why did they straight up delete the original track when the new ones get remakes? Oh, this is great! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this part also, this added part. Oh. Yo, this is a proper fucking Rayman ass secret. Look at this. This better be a cage or some shit. It would be so funny if they added a time rewind button to this game. Ah! The ceiling is coming! I didn't even see! Funny. I was just looking at chat! Right, the ceiling! Guys, I started reading Messy Dungeon yesterday. I read the first volume. It's very good and very funny. First volume and we already had choking and drowning in slime and fucking vine bondage, so this can only be good. No, seriously, it's a great manga. I really like how it has so much of the like fake science stuff, which I'm a huge fan of in One Piece. So this is like all about it, so it's awesome. Oh, I love this piano. Dung on Messi? Yeah. You rised from your grave when you heard One Piece. I was just comparing Dangong Gengung to it. With how it handles like the fake science. You don't know what that is, that's fair. Yeah, One Piece, we're at volume 112 in Finland currently. We're not gonna talk One Piece on the stream because there could be spoilers, but we have finally reached Elbaf. At last, Tux managed to rush towards the final room of the icy castle. To his surprise, there was no one here. Neither Penny nor this strange Nolok. Sure, they had to be here somewhere, right? Perhaps a hidden room. After a bit of back and forth with himself, Tux noticed a small note attached to one of the pillars. It was yet another note by that Nolok. It read that he had already left Icy Islands towards far north. If he wished to follow him and save his beloved friend, he would have to come to the Crystal Mine. Marked below was a rough map of the Glacier Isle, showing a boat and some kind of small thing. But before Tux could even make sense of any of it, a loud roar! Oh my god, boss music remix! The mighty Yeti had made his appearance, busting his chest in an intimidating fashion. You think they should polish the cutscene text a bit? I think it's fine. But I'm having trouble reading them so quickly. But maybe it's because I'm reading them out loud. Or are they trying to go for a storybook narration type of style? I'd imagine so because no one is talking. Alright, boss remix sounded blasting. The fucking letterboxing. Why didn't they make the arena widescreen? I love how Tux's nose is like swaying. Yo, big ball! That's a new attack! Help! Holy shit! This is what I should have done in Connie, where the boss music doesn't restart, but it like loops when you die. Well, you live and learn. Arrgh. Oh, fuck. Nice. Rayman Redemption as boss. Yeah, waiting. Oh, Tua! Hawk Tua, man! Oh, fuck. Not too late patching it in. I think I could do it semi-easily too, but I'm not sure if I can be bothered. It's not that big of a deal, you know. So I'll just keep in mind for my next game. Oh, I forgot to jump on him. Yeah, why did I run left? Skippity toilet, skippity toilet, skippity toilet, skippity toilet, skippity dibby 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 toilet, skippity dibby 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 dibby, skippity toilet, skippity toilet. I don't think you've seen Tux looking like this before. Yeah, this is the latest update where they remade all the graphics. And it's crazy amount of work, so it's crazy. He no longer does the head explosion on screen. That scared me as a kid. Awesome. That's much better. Oh, so blowing my nose. While it did not take long for Yeri to get up again, to Tux's relief, he did not. The Yeri was furious, however. He could not understand how a tiny penguin like Tux could have beaten him in a fight. Almost as if he forgot Tux was there to begin with, the Yeri rushed off, grumbling to himself. The Yeri will return. Not sure what to make of it, Tux decided to continue moving onwards. As he reached the shore, Tux could already see Glacier Isle on the horizon. If he knew Nolog went over there sooner, he could have been there much faster. Perhaps that was Nolog's goal with the note he left behind. Wait, they don't go straight to forest? There's new? What the hell? This is completely new. Oh, there is a boat. The Crystal Mine! This is a new stage! What? What is this? We got fucking Tux lore! After a long swim across the Antarctic water, Tux arrived at the Glacier Isle, mentioned in Nolog's note. A massive shaft lay before him, leading down to the aforementioned Crystal Mine. Still carrying a spark of doubt that this was not a trap, Tux slowly descended into the depths once more. Yo. Music. Oh, they removed the blackness from the crystal tiles. I guess that makes sense, but I always liked it myself. I think this music is new. At least I'm not recognizing this as a remix of anything. This kind of reminds me of Freedom Planet or like Sonic. Yo! Who they got making this soundtrack? Ah! They got the fucking boom boom cha chicka boom boom cha chicka. You wonder what the storage box lift in the top left is for? It stores my power-ups. It currently has my fire flower. Boing! There we go. It's like Mario where you can store one. Oh, let me guess, we gotta like lead this bomb. Oh, almost. Looks like an HP bar to you. I can see that. Nice. Oh, Crustallo! My old friend! Yo, look how cute it is now! Gotta love Crustallo. Yellow. Why, thank you. Oh, they like pop out of the wall. That is such a cool way to make them unique. Here's the yellow. Nice. Bling, bling, bling. Oh. Ah! Crushing my cock. This part of the track is really good. If I remember correctly, they are implementing, or already implemented, I don't remember which, like, other playable characters into this game, and Penny is gonna be one of them. So that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I don't know if that's in this version yet, or only planned for the future. Oh my god, they fall from the ceiling! Did you see that? That was great! Watch out for the crush zone. Nice. Oh! Oh, the crystals kind of remind me of Buzzy Beetles from Mario, how they drop from the ceiling. But these like break, they're just spikes. Here's Crush again. Crush. Why did those coins sound different?
Crush my cock with a crush I must. Maximum pain I must endure. Oh.
Good thing I had my fire flower. Don't have to rely on the haywire. I think the purple bombs were called that. I wonder if they still are. Alright, here we go. I wonder if we see Nolok, or if it's just another node. Who knows what they might have added. At last, Tux made it through the crystal mine and found himself on the opposite end of the thing. As he was about to exit the mine, Tux was eagerly hoping. To his relief, he found a boat still docked. With it, he could sail up north. It seemed the map in the note wasn't a trap after all. The more he thought about it, the less he was sure about Nolok's motivations. Why would he leave clues behind? Ooh! Super Tug's story! Alright, let's see if the forest has been worked on at all yet, or if it's the same. Oh yeah. Actually, I do remember already playing the new forest last time. The forest was updated before Antarctica. After quite the long trip, Tux arrived at the new home. Tux was astonished by the scale of this colorful land, which was quite different from his home. But how was he ever going to find Nolok in this vast forest? Tux thought for a moment and decided to find a place high up to get a better view. Maybe he could find some kind of landmark to help him locate Nolok, wherever he may be. Oh. Welcome to the... Yeah, the new forest tracks, I remember these. They're also remakes of some of the classic tracks. Oh, I really like how the background has been made to look like a forest floor, like there's grass and shit. And not just like a gaping hole, if you know what I mean. That's great. Yeah, I don't fully remember what's new and what isn't here. I remember the new sprites for these enemies. Oh yeah, the snail enemy. Oh. Tux can go through a door by pressing the up key. Oh, the leitmotiv. Yo, just in case. Pep or Scooch, if you're listening, can you like say something real quick? I'm just checking. Oh, Forest, thank you. Okay, good. Just making sure, you know. First Linux stream. Making sure nothing broke. Rock and roll. Oh, there's a different rendition of the track. Rock Dux, what? It's like a rock mushroom, is it? Yo! When holding the down key while running, the rock shroom grants Tux a rock shield. In this rock form, Tux is immune to most types of damage, however if Tux slams into a solid wall, his defense will cease. Whoa. I'm not sure if I remember this. You'll love to see it. New powers in Tux. They still play the same sound effect. in his rock form. Oh, this music is so good. Oh, this requires fire. Sorry you died, your headache won't go anyway, and the Scanburger is making you feel ill too. The Scanburger is making... No! The revenge of Scanburger. Everything's going to shit. I suspect the mayo. Yeah, the mayo had onion. But it was also kind of massive for your small stature. I almost read the statue. Shallow green. Or find the bigger fish. Oh, find the bigger fish is a classic stage. Let's just go here. The rock tux is kind of like the shell move in Koopa's Revenge 2. I don't know Koopa's Revenge 2, but that is cool. Is the forest music remade? Yes. And this is the third remake of the tracks, I'm pretty sure. At one point I streamed the slightly more modern Tux where they had new grass tracks. But I think those have been remade again, and I think this is one of the latest remakes. I'm really liking these. I like how the exit is a rock hole. Tux the Builder. Oh, we get introduced to Blaux. I am Steve, and I got the Blaux. Oh, big block! Oh my god! I think they're saving the ice flower for the desert world, maybe. It feels like it could fit there. Tux can lift! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo, thanks for the sub. Epic Pokers. Oh no. Oh! Wait a minute. Are they telling me I can be clever about this? No, I can't. I can't be clever about this. I thought I would be immune to the spikes or I'm rock. But no. No. Whoa! Oh, I like how the gold bomb like runs away. Divare Tux. He's got that tint. I remember at one point these rocks were like really volatile to control. You would almost die just by carrying them. What do you mean? Like back in the day in the older versions of Tux, like they just weren't programmed as well. You would always, like you could very easily die from just touching them and shit. Or like them falling on top of you. Which, like, that one makes sense, but still. Oh. Oh. This was a secret? I thought this was where I was supposed to go. And I didn't even get the one up from the thing. I'm supposed to build my way up here. Or here, rather. Oh, Tuxus, what the hell are you doing? I want that kinda. Oh, it's just coins. There's no use for the coins in this game yet, so it's kind of like... Wait, I wasn't supposed to go here either? Then it has to be this door, but like there was no other way. The checkpoint is here, so this is definitely it. Oh, I didn't see it continues up there. Makes sense. Wait. Video gaming! Oh my god, no! Yes! He's so cool, he can walk up with a boulder in his wings! I love Tux. Tux fucks, Mario sucks. Mario never gets it, but Tux, Tux always gets it. Aww. Aww. I think I can push this button with the block. Yeah, that's awesome. I love his white belly.
My name is Tux. Clean my belly.
A moldy grotto.
Oh. Oh, I remember this like cowboy ass music from the caves. Oh. Yo, this music is loud. Oh my god. This is louder than the others. Yo, different type of fish. It's mega loud. Let me fucking... Oh, the mole! Yo, We almost got cocked by a rock. Didn't even notice that. Oh, the hedgehog. Is it big cock rock up there? I think it is. Yeah! I don't think this guy ever had a big sprite. So it's so cool to see. Ooh! Yo, awesome speedrun. Pink is needed here. Oh! Oh! Yo, this guy got mouth. Oh, there we go. I was able to jump up. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Oh! Oh my god, fucking crushed. Oh! Doodling Connie fusions. Oh! Cool. That's a cool idea. Nice. Oh, smooshing designs together is fun. Dragon Ball Fusion Dance! Connie and Plum fusion would be Beclum. Oh, B-Clum. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense than Beclum. Oh my god. Why is it so hot in here all of a sudden? Summer is supposed to be over. I'm dying, Egypt. I'm dying. No. No good option for Bunty and Connie fusion besides Bonnie. Conti is right there. But I can't use that one. I'm coward. Oh, I got fucking squished by the mole! What the hell was that? Okay, we need to game her up. Brrr. I would say the first Linux stream has been a success so far. And if this works, everything else works too. I mean, the real scary part is gonna be how the capture card works once it arrives, hopefully next week. But I'm sure it'll be fun, dandy. Ah! No! You didn't see any problems? Hell yes. Oh, wooden roots. Oh, this fucking cowboy ass music. I remember this stage. From last time I played the new Tux and this stage was here, I think I remember this. I'm gonna get crushed by this cock. Oh. I like how the mole just like drops. And we're out! Oh, pretty mountains. I really like how you can see they're hand painted. Penguins don't grow on trees. Oh, you can see like the... Look on the top right. You can see the Granito village. Let's see if I can... Oh, this is a classic music track. Let's see if I can reach... Ugh. Reach that place. This level kinda looks like it hasn't been remade yet. I could be wrong, but the old music gives me those vibes. Oh my god, is that that guy? Oh. Okay, maybe it has been. Yeah, I can't tell. Oh. Oh, the sideways springs are awesome. Oh! So why did they delete the one music? The fucking cheap disco. You'll never recover from it. Great. Ooh. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. 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 This old music track is also way more silent. Though, wait, I never actually updated the volume from turning it down for the other loud track, so maybe it's not this track's fault. Look at the fucking speed run! Holy fuck's god! This is also remade, right? No, this track in this level was one of the original Forest tracks. This wasn't a remake. Now this is a new track again, or like remake. Oh, it's this stage. One of my oldest banes. I remember this. I like how the hedgehog rolls now. But yeah, I don't think all the forest levels are done yet. Sleeping Granito! The wind has been made like much clearer to understand. I like that. Whoa! Ooh. I also like that they're only using the pipes here for the first time. Oh my god, my voice is dying. I've been talking too much today. Oh no, I missed. Oh, there we go, another flower. Ouch. Ouch! Oh! Yeah, I don't think I will make it to the Granito village. I think I'm just gonna call it a day after this stage. I'm not sure if I will come back to this now, at least the vanilla game. Because I think I played these forest stages last year already. And it was the Antarctic update that was like new. So I think we'll just call it here, I think so. I can get to listening back to the audio and like looking at all the audio interfaces and all that jazz. And yeah. Linux stream worked. SuperTux worked. I'm very happy. Next week we're gonna play something new, something else, something more. So we're gonna see how those work, but so far so good.